Hunting you through the forest. Honestly, I won't be enjoying this. The thing is, I wish fucking it disappears doing it.
Now that we made it to Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your sister. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
I could have recorded some of this, but I still had time. I had Christmas Day.
Maybe
I
we
don't
can
have it the
climb up
worst
to that
day.
spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
I got the core teleport waypoint. Oh,
Wait a second. Look! There's someone up ahead!
green hair
Perfect
woman.
Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you
Not
give us
perfectly
some
normal to walk
directions?
through water.
Huh?
What? Rude.
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait!
We are outsiders.
Even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions.
We mist and smoke and forest dark.
Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us. Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a closer look.
Yesterday I watched most of the games, season 2. I really
It looks
enjoyed
like
it.
that's not the case.
I would say
She's sitting over
is it
there.
Seihee?
Wait,
Number
she couldn't
380 I
possibly be
think?
living
I always
here,
see
could
didn't die.
she?
One of my favourites.
What
You like
should
that
we do
cool
now?
like character in like
Do we
anime.
try asking her for directions again? Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all. Oh.
And if we
What
can
a
talk to her,
lovely smell.
get to Argon, I think we
It's
can
coming
talk
from
to
that
her.
sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice.
I do wonder what the
Maybe
Centinaya
living
one,
here wouldn't be too
the
bad
Coil
after all.
Archon look like. I'm hoping I'm thinking like white hair or
What's
like
the matter?
bluey eyes
You
hair
don't
with like
look too good.
blue eyes.
What? Is the
Oh, I'm
smell
kind of
making
hoping
you
for
feel
my
sick?
ordeal type it in
Strange.
all
Hana
media.
doesn't feel anything.
White hair, red eyes, but knowing how it Archon, it probably will be like icy blue. Oh. That easy?
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on.
What? Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I'm the traveler. Wow. We'll save the will tree. I know what's gonna be the thumbnail. Oh damn! Wow, reflexes like a cat. it fight time? Nope. Oh boy. Honestly, I don't know a lot about Sumeru, to be fair. I only know about a few things. I know that Dotori Zoa. I know there's supposedly a comic that like take place in the
Been out
past of
for a
Sumeru.
long time now. Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely
Yep,
knowledgeable. If he says that
from the
he's going
comic.
to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now? Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally
You gotta remember when we were watching Murder Birds reacting to like the
Well,
trailer.
we're at... Good question.
Kolali.
Where are we?
Kolali?
Hyman was in such a panic
Kolali.
that he even forgot to ask
Kolali.
what place this is.
I don't know how to
This is
pronounce her name.
Gandharville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee
Kale.
forest ranger. My
Oh,
master
close.
and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here. Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting.
That man's a big
He
fat
gave you
cock.
some while you
He
were
needs
unconscious.
it.
Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up. Whoops!
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. I'll get it for you once I am finished.
I actually somehow got him by accident.
Sorry,
I actually got
Master.
pissed off because I didn't want him.
Now,
I
the
was just
guide
trying to
to
build
Avidia
up karma
Forest's
while
edible
getting
fungi
points.
is clearly posted on our bulletin board, but if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance
I know
before
they're
his
not
eyes,
really
then
now,
we'll
but
just let him be.
because of that
But
is, I'm thinking
next
of
time he
the
requires
character
any of our
from
medicine, be sure to
Zone
charge him
Zero.
accordingly.
I hate bowl. I don't like using bowl characters, but annoying thing, some bowl characters are really cool.
So, how
about
are you
the
doing?
design.
Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharville.
I already
Gandharville.
informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training in meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as Spirit Borneal to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the Spirit Borneal I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
Cool.
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences, or did you see anything while unconscious?
I saw a giant tree. You're lucky it does that. I could imagine it was like option. I'm like, oh.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room, and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on, and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Damn. Oh, giving us his room.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
We're getting a whole prisoner.
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
We have a
Further
choice.
observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical,
What?
have a whiff of this.
Are you done? Are you think I'm not mentally staying? I just had a 1v1 battle with the Electro Archon,
Oh, are you
and
okay?
I won a
You're
duel with.
experiencing a similar sensation as when
I
you
lost- I
passed
forgot her
out,
name.
aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own, at least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell. Okay?
You kidding me?
Good. Now, continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right! Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know! What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
Well, exactly what it is. Visions of the past or future. No.
Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us? Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest
They're
up and
definitely not
figure
looking
out
on me.
what's going on with your hallucinations.
What is the mouse?
But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do? Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru.
I thought we just woke up. Hey, skip.
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
Could never be me with open doors. The old man is still there from yesterday.
All right, next let's see your right hand. Not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful, understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... Well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
No.
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Oh shit.
Tighnari, we're ready to head
No
out.
problem, sir.
Got it! I'll be right there!
Ah,
Alright, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
I would have got
Yes,
this before
you
the
can count on
birthday
me.
one. They met most together doing that birthday event.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual. Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good. The Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation.
How are we gonna
You
get up
must have
there?
seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukudevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukudevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukudevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samio
Wow,
around
so
the
you
desert.
get so
Her
Archon,
works
but you
provided
still
a
get
means of
lesser.
peaceful living for everyone.
A
To
bit.
the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru.
Really
To
born.
celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Siristana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure
Yeah, I
what
know a little
happened,
bit.
to be honest.
I don't know the whole thing. All I know is
Not
that
too sure.
apparently the Dendro Archon
Aren't you from
been
Sumeru?
in prison for 200 years.
Yeah,
Or for,
I'm from Sumeru.
I'm not too sure.
But...
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
Well, that fast.
Because you two know
Hey,
Amber, right?
What?
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she
Oh,
helped
yeah.
me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and... sorry.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure, you really like Amber.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of
Could it be destiny?
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
I think I need different too.
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion.
I want them
knew
to
you
give
two
us the
were the
traveler
ones she
some
mentioned
new
in the letter
outfit.
the
Come on.
moment I saw you.
The fact they're giving other characters the
considering
new
everything
outfit
you've been
before
through that
the
day,
traveler.
I thought it'd be inappropriate to...
I kind of understand why, because if they had new traveler outfit and people use them, when they do
please know
cutscene
that
like
you
for
two
the
have
main
my
story,
complete
for even if
trust.
it's there, it won't
Really.
match up. But
I wish I could tell you more about the
I know what you
Dendrorarchon,
care.
but I have been away
I want
from
new
Sumeru
one.
for some time, and I haven't
I like
read any
them. I
books.
really want
Sorry.
Marika to have like the old outfit. I prefer that over the new.
That's
current.
alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Ruka Devata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
My goal
I'm
for
happy I was helpful.
2025,
There is one thing I want to
first
ask,
month or
though.
so.
Why do you two want to know about the Dendrorarchon?
We want to kill her now. We want to look for a sister.
So
You-
that's why you're here.
She's sort of
Thank you for
goddamn.
telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
You got it, boss. Wee. I do feel like older characters will become huge.
Now that
New
Paimon
characters
looks
just
at
get
it,
abilities so
the
much.
deity that's carved out
Like,
the statue
Wanna
is
walk on one at
kinda
water,
small.
the Sarkon can go in water,
Do you think
Marika
she's
can
supposed to be Greater
ride a
Lord
bike
Ruka
up
Devata
walls,
or Lesser
glide
Lord
with it,
Kusanali?
go in water.
You might be right. The statue does look kinda
Oh,
old.
it tend to be old, the older one.
Well,
kinda sad
anyway,
though.
we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below. Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale. Kale, we're back.
Oh, by the way, I did actually increase my fence on one. I did it way after, directly after I did the last quest.
You must be tired
So I
after
feel
all
like
that
it felt out
climbing.
of pocket. I thought it'd be
Let's take a
harder
little
than
break.
what it was.
I brought some fruit and water for us.
And it felt out of pocket, so I just didn't include it.
What kind of goodies did you bring?
My will level did go up now. Oh, I leveled up like, my friends went up 4.
Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them.
Oh, my best.
Whoops!
Ah, no, you dropped it on the ground.
I want to remake him,
Not to
my
worry.
character.
I wrapped
like,
a few
instantly
layers of
fine.
oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Pita bread.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
I wasn't good with clothes, so Lizard, the clothes are goddamn basic and with no pattern on. And the eyes are not perfect because Lizard, I forgot to do the eyes to that on the
You're
day.
quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper.
Hair not as good,
Paimon
but
wouldn't
it
have
was my
been
first
able
at
to
the time.
sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay!
I love
Thanks,
pizza
Kale.
pockets.
It's
I used
hard
to.
to believe
Legit, I
someone
think
as
it was like
virgins as you could have clumsy
a couple of
moments
years ago. I
too.
used to, but I used to have whole
Oh.
packs of them. Like
I
they
guess it
come in the
happens
package. I used to
from
just
time to
have
time.
loads of them, like stack them in the fridge.
So,
I started having them because goddamn inflation.
I think that Tainari's
Use
a little
gone
too
up to like
strict
£4
He
per
wouldn't let you
pack.
touch anything
Not
without
paying
his
that.
permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
Look, it's hard to eat healthy.
No, you've
Well,
got
it's
the
not
wrong
hard. It's
idea
just that
about Master.
like to have like a Wayne's.
Sure,
You have to have
he may
money.
seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. But Master's actually very kind at heart. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, they're
Yes.
the group called,
My Hero Academia.
something?
Final season.
Well,
Next year.
anyway, because
Looking forward
Master
to
does
it.
a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. Seems you already know him well. Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me.
I downloaded
In fact,
Genshin on my
Master's
Xbox
the one who taught me
so
how
I
to
can
make pita pockets.
try and get the
Really?
goddamn
Paimon
glider.
would have never guessed that.
That's one, but I think it might be
Oh,
going to
speaking
West
of
the World
Tainari,
from what I
He
saw.
was the one who took care
I'm
of
so-
you after finding you passed out yesterday.
Don't
He
like
even
how they
carried you
do
all the way
you
here.
nuclear for like Pacific area. Like they've done the KFC one, and then they've done the
I'm still
McDonald's
kinda
one. You couldn't
upset,
even
though.
get in.
He
You
kept scolding
You
Paimon
were-
the entire way here.
so sad. But the McDonald's one looked sick.
Oh no.
I would
I'm
have gone really nice
sorry.
with all
Master might have been overreacting
let
a
you
little.
know.
But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why, is he going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
The only thing about this, when they do things like that, like how long have we been here? Like, cause we just been here.
Now even Kale's starting to laugh.
I understand, like Inazuma to here would have taken
Paimon won't
months.
forget this. It's time for some Paimonial wrath.
Oh, would it even take months? I don't know because
Don't touch me!
the main waypoint canon from the last Archon quest. Oh, yeah, because we know he used to get Actually, I don't know that much. I think yeah, I know he used to have like bandages all over her body.
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
Yeah, that was so Paimon.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No,
Acrobatic.
I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Let's look up a video.
Ah, Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back.
I'm the type of person who don't
Kale by
give a
any
shit if I
chance?
have help.
Oh,
I'm more like,
Kale? Yes. I saw her go
I
into
don't
a
gotta
room
have
just a moment
fun.
ago.
I
Oh,
don't care.
okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
Like, I don't care if I lose, as long as I'm having fun. Again, and if so,
Paimon was
who?
thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she...
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live here. Fucking. That might just be the fact of me, though.
Alright, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized you were that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because... well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
Well, we did tell her about
So,
our past.
Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale?
Well, we
You
tell it to
said
him.
this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying.
That kind of remind me of,
Hold on.
what's the name?
So when
Polio?
Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Or is it Steven
Correct.
Hawking?
That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their
no.
members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
It appears you already are familiar with them.
We killed
That'll
one
save
of
me some
but no,
explanation.
wow. No, we didn't.
Anyway,
We
the
defeated
person
one in
who
the
eventually
door.
rescued Kale and brought her to me
And then
for
we almost
care,
got killed by one.
said that she had
And
been
then
given to a harbinger known as the
Oh.
Doctor.
See
I
that?
have no
Whenever I
idea how
think of
this
Doctor, I always
doctor
say with a
managed to do it,
C.
but
See that?
the
That's how
case of
CEO
Elazar
now.
was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her.
Oh,
Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari.
We're
We'll
gonna
take
be a
good
big
care of her.
fat hug. Hey, yo, I got something good.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering, like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilot Pala Lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilot Pala Lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilot Pala Lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Cowpelata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, and is completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh. Okay then. Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
Whirling snow!
Ooh, new resources. Day one for Honestly, it will always stay in my main team. Honestly, I like all my team members. The only one that I might Marina, but that's just love character, just that. I see here is really helpful, but I like walking with it makes me easier, but and plus the fact I got so lucky to get her a weapon. I got two of her and a weapon in the same top. Make it
There
complicated.
should be Nilot Pala Lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Oh, here. Boing. Yoing. It's so easy, much easier.
Alright, we've gathered enough Mulat Follow Lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
I want some myself. Yeah.
Hey Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me have a look.
I'm not
Good.
dumb.
Very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari.
Plan is,
What's calling
I'm
your
gonna
name?
catch up with the
They're
Arm
dressed
Conquest,
like a forest ranger.
and then I'm gonna do the
Ah,
character story.
Yes, that's Amir and the others.
You know,
But
I feel
didn't
like
they just set off
sometimes
not
I
too
should have
long
done it
ago?
and some more, but
What are they doing
I'm gonna
back
catch
so
up so I
early?
can get like bonus.
Let's
you
go
know,
find out what's going on.
bonus and then always just
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route
Withering
we were on
wave?
should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and
we
then
can
have
use
the
all the
proper
elements
abilities deal
from
with it.
Pyro at the moment, I
Tainari
think.
here. Only someone with
Or-
a vision
or
can
Koyo.
venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
But Pyro, I think you can in the next update, I believe, from what I saw.
But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, he may not have a vision, but he's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
Seems the rumors about you were true then. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
How brilliant! May I present?
Oh, look at my thing.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there, in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled
Oh
with
yeah, I've seen it
ash.
before when I was getting waypoint
Paimon doesn't
before I
like the
toured
look of
Fontaine to
this.
get resources.
That is the withering. All right,
The wither
traveler.
from the
We're
depot.
gonna have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved. Thank you. But I must warn you, don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Laid bare.
Wait, I got you a demi-roll character? What? That bit gay. Oh damn.
Take flight. Illusion shattered. Ha! 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 Transfixed.
Honestly, I probably should have used a demi-roll character. I don't really
Great
have
work.
any good ones.
Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Everlasting as the moon. Laid bare.
Now! Destroy the tumor of the withering!
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now!
Yes. Thanks to you two, we were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright. It's like this. Recently, the rate at which withering zones appear has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? Well, why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions. No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. Oh, by the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface.
Oh.
Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Hmm.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irmin's soul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irmin's soul. And as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevada's familiars a long time ago, but even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsoul. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time, until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh? Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Papaya? No, I'm joking.
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her, well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy?
What do you expect? We just
wait,
cleared that thing.
How'd you know that he'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Back when we were clearing the withering zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsoul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw when you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you.
Oh, damn.
Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire
world of Tibet. Oh,
my forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevada. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was a part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
Well, we ended the Fizzin the Hunt decree. We fought a dragon. We fought against a what is it? Was it a water primordial?
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsoul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsoul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneal are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment. Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her, and she'll answer any questions you may have. No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
A nice little hole.
Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Chloe?